Hello and welcome to I can't remember what number podcast this is.
I'll go look it up while you do an intro.
Thanks, babe. No guest this week. Just
Skype messages.
Just Skype messages that no one can hear. Saying why? Why?
Dean is not small. This is episode 29.
And Dean is not smart. Facts.
Remember this episode, Dean is not small.
Dean is not smart, so yeah. I agree with all of these facts right here. These facts that you are putting over, sir, are incredibly true, and I will agree with them.
So what do you want to talk about first?
Ooh. Have you been playing anything new this week? Let's just get this out of the way.
Okay, I played a mobile game this week.
Fuck. Right.
Called.
Go ahead.
It is called Game of Dice. It is
Sounds shit. Go ahead.
It is kind of like a video game representation of anime, only in the fact that the game itself is made up of already predefined and proven facts that get people to spend loads of money. And the game itself has literally nothing unique to it. So what it is it's like Monopoly, but smaller, and you can buy different characters. It has skill cards for some reason, and you can buy dice. So how it works, contrary to Monopoly belief, is there's a limited amount of room, obviously. In order to get a Monopoly, you just need to have two of the things in the area. It is based on cities from all over the world, instead of just the country that you're playing in. What else? You use skill cards to manipulate stuff. If you go to jail, there is no direct go to jail space, but if you land in jail, you go to jail. And the way that you get out is by paying a fee or by rolling a double, or you wait 3 turns and then you're released. There's no single player to this game, it's all online. There are different characters that I would say have different attributes, but they all have the same attributes but different percentages. And obviously, higher level characters have the higher percentages. I would check it, but I'd need to connect to the internet, and I just can't be bothered on my phone. You can... There is a thing that is called drawing dice, where you spend the in-game currency that you buy, which is gems, obviously. You spend the in-game currency in order to like pull this lever that gives you pieces of dice, and if you get a certain amount of dice, a certain amount of fragments, you can create a new dice which has its own versions of these separate metrics, like all this stuff and chances, and it's hard. You just have to go with it and hope for the best. Surprisingly, I haven't spent any money on this, and I've won like 3 games of it out of like 8. So there's that.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. I'll check my Steam to make sure I haven't played anything else new. Oh yeah, I started playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 again, because my controller allows it. Your typing is very loud.
Sorry.
Yeah, Sonic 2 is cool.
The only game I really played, because I had a lot of like job stuff to do this week, was I finished my Shovel Knight Let's Play, which is coming out the day before this, so we can totally talk about the ending. If you want to either go watch... Okay, first thing, go watch that Let's Play. Second, now let's spoil the ending.
Okay.
So, that's super emotional. I think you know my like I think I even said this in the episode. You know, it would be a mint end, like a brilliant idea.
Mm.
So like it doesn't have the end credit scene. You just don't know what happened to Shield Knight. Then Shovel Knight 2, she's been dragged into another universe where she's being held captive, and and you as Shovel Knight have to go to the other universe where there's other knights to rescue her.
I think the chances of Shovel Knight 2 are very slim because the company themselves said they didn't want to do that. So.
But it's such a good game, and all the monies, if it gets enough. To be honest, you know, with most things, if it gets enough hype behind it, they'll make it.
Maybe. I also played a new game this week named Road Redemption. It is an early access game where you play as a motorcycle rider killing other motorcycle rider people. They are cool. It is a cool game that the entire game is just an action sequence, and it's amazing. I don't know what else to say. It has Shovel Knight in it, and they recently updated it so that you can play as Santa, and he starts with a giant candy cane, which is overpowered as shit.
I feel like this is a batch of plays we're gonna have to do before Christmas.
Possibly. It's really good. It is a great early access game. There's not much to it, like, story-wise, and there's only, like, 2 types of missions, free if you look at it in a broad sense, but it's good. I enjoy what there is there, and it's got loads of replayability. Did I play anything else?
Yeah.
Oh, we can now talk about Ruby Grim Eclipse.
Oh yeah. So last week we joked about a game that we were under embargo of not talking about, and then it came out in early access, just completely out of the blue. So Grim Eclipse, if you don't know what Ruby Grim Eclipse is, if you haven't watched Ruby, go to roosterteeth.com and watch it right now. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good.
And then go to Bashabo and watch the 3 episodes I've done on the very, very early alpha of it, which is like, it was literally that alpha was like, yo, this is how your character would kind of play.
And then, straight up, that's not how the game works anymore.
God damn it. So I like became good at it for no reason.
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me?
Also, if you're watching Ruby, just remember that the first season is pretty meh. The second season's better, and the third season is amazing. Like, the third season is already better than the first 2 seasons. There's only like 5 episodes.
I disagree with you.
I haven't watched the 5th episode.
Shut up. By the time this podcast is out, I will have.
Okay. But that doesn't change the fact that this was recorded before that.
But when this comes out to the public, you are wrong, sir. You are wrong.
Okay, so...
I will edit in an apology if I am wrong. That means I am not wrong, because I will not do that editing.
How do you feel that Ruby 3 isn't better than 1 and 2? Why do you think that?
Okay, so there are some bits of it where it's like, yo, there's just battles. The other 2 has a lot more story. Because, to be honest, the only story we have at all so far is, yo, Winter and Crow are there, kind of, and slight character development with them and their relatives. There is actually no story development whatsoever. There is just, yo, there's this tournament.
I'd like to point out that when Volume 2 was airing, it got to an episode that was light on battles, and he complained that it was just a filler episode because there was no battles. And I said, but there was character development. He was like, meh. That is a conversation that we've had.
Now this podcast, it didn't exist.
That's not how life works, bro.
We only now talk through this podcast. If it doesn't happen in the podcast, it's not real. It's like your fanfics. If it doesn't happen in the podcast, it's not real.
I don't write fanfics. With paper.
So, can I talk about our game of the year? Because last week we spent a long time on which game should win game of the year, and they finally announced the game of the year.
Go on.
Right? Our game of the year winner is The Witcher 3.
Yeah, I saw that
So, and they've also done the order on which they came. So Witcher 3 was number 1. Who do you think was second? You'll be happy. Bloodborne.
Bloodborne, cool.
Bloodborne was second. Fallout third. Metal Gear Solid 5 was fourth. And Mario Maker was fifth. Which, to be fair, Mario Maker was always going to be fifth.
Yeah.
I didn't expect anything else. So, you know how you were like, yeah, every single developer of the year is got a Game of the Year nominee? Winner of Developer of the Year was CD Projekt Red, who made The Witcher 3.
Yeah?
So I agree with The Witcher 3 winning, but I don't agree with CD Projekt Red winning.
Why?
Because they made one game. They made one amazing game.
They made one game that was DRM free and had 11 free DLCs for everybody.
But to be
compared to the other games, which
no, let's not I'm not comparing games. If we're comparing games, I agree with you totally. We're comparing developers.
Let's compare developers then.
Right.
From Software made one really amazing expansion pack a year later, and then said we're never going to do a Souls game after the next one.
Yes, fair enough.
Fallout, Bethesda made a mobile game and an action.
Also, I'd like to point out Bethesda was last place in developers. So, yeah, take that, Bethesda. You need to get good, scrubs.
Kojima Productions
was third.
Kojima Productions made a demo that cost money.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And,
and then they got closed down. So no, that's no.
And they got closed down.
But as I argued last week, Nintendo should have won. Because let's see what Nintendo brought out this year. They brought out Mario Maker, great game. They brought out Splatoon, which you love, which was mint and just keeps bringing out loads of free stuff. As you say, they bring out free new maps, free new modes that are coming. It's still building on that game. They have brought out new Legend of Zelda. They've brought out Amiibos that make all the monies.
Right.
What are the
counter-argument? How many of those things were nominated for Game of the Year? One of them.
Yes, but no. As a developing team, they produce way more. If I said to you, okay, you can either play Witcher 3 or all these Nintendo games.
Right.
And everything that they've been developing this year. So if you say you'll play The Witcher 3, you can't play Fire Emblem Fates. Because fuck you.
Right. My counter-argument to this is it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality.
Yes, and they brought out way more great things. So yes, it's like, I'm arguing, you brought out one good game, Nintendo brought out several good games.
Neither of us have played Witcher 3 though, so we can't say for sure that Witcher 3 isn't as good as all of the Nintendo games that came out this year.
I'm sorry, but with the massive Nintendo stuff that came out this year, I think, if I was like, okay, you can play this one great game, or several good great games, you just can't win. It doesn't matter how thing it is. It's like me going to you. Would you rather play one big AAA title where you'll get one really good experience, or do you want to play loads and loads of titles where you'll get several different great experiences? You would rather have the several great different experiences because they will make you feel different things. You might play a very funny game, which then a very serious game, which will make you feel emotional stuff. Or it's like you're choosing one very good, great experience over several different great experiences. It's like me saying to you, you can go to the. Let me think of some. You can go see. You can go. You can go. You can go like you can go to Paris, right? Like like great city, wonderful city, great holiday destination. Or you can go to several other great countries. Going to Paris might be the best holiday you've ever had, but you'd be like, you'd be like, but overall, all the experiences I have had have all been great. And like, if it was like, oh, I've just been to Paris that one time, and then you're missing out compared to the guy who's been to Berlin and been to New York and stuff like that.
My counter argument to this, which I personally don't believe it, but this is I believe this is why they did it. I think more people would have complained if CD Projekt Red didn't win because their game won. I think more people would have had a problem with that than have a problem with your logic.
But by that logic, why was Bethesda last? By that
Because
logic,
nobody cares about whoever's not first.
which it shouldn't be that though.
Well, that's just how human brains work.
Still stupid. So I'm trying to remember what we said last week. For best, oh, okay, very happy with best. Also, I've just realised this is not in the order because it's in. I think it's in the order they were nominated. I'm not sure, but I know who the winners are. So don't quote me on it if that's the actual order from 1 to 5. But best independent game, we were totally right last week. Rocket League won. Fuck your Undertale. Rocket League Game of the Year.
What was that?
Best independent game.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Rocket League beat Undertale, Ori and the Blind Forest, Her Story, and Axiom Verge.
To be honest, I can see why Undertale wouldn't have won, but was Undertale nominated for the Games for Change thingy?
I will get to that in a bit. Well, I'll go down and I'll tell you yes, but then I'll tell you the Games for Change. Yes, they were nominated.
They should have won that, in my opinion. I can't remember what the other ones
We'll get to that, and I'll tell you what won. We then move on to best mobile handheld game, and I argued last week it should be Monster Hunter because it's like
the only game.
It's the only non-mobile game, and I don't think games for the PS Vita and the 3DS should be compared to mobile games. But unfortunately, Lara Croft Go won, which none of us voted for last week, but I've heard it's genuinely good. So I'm not super mad that beat stuff like Fallout Shelter, but I'm mad that it beat an actual £30 game.
Ooh, Lara Croft Gold actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard it's genuinely good. What else? Should just best narrative.
What was nominated?
Right. So I'm furious because the nominees were Her Story, Life is Strange, Tales from the Borderland, Witcher 3, and Until Dawn, my game of the year. Do you know what won?
What won?
Her Story.
To
So
be honest,
I know that it's completely narrative driven, but no, Until Dawn was best narrative of the year.
to be fair, you haven't played Her Story yet.
I'm sure I've watched it. I'm sure I know it.
Fairly certain you were like, I don't want to watch this because I don't want to watch it because we want to record it at some point.
Okay, then maybe I didn't watch it. But I think I would have been less mad if Witcher 3 won because it was Game of the Year. But no, I'm sorry, Until Dawn was just so much better.
It's doing a journey.
No, just wins Game of the Year. Out of nowhere, game that wasn't even nominated wins. The judges was like, if we don't give it Until Dawn, then we just all quit. And then they quit, and then some other guys came and was like, what? Until Dawn's not nominated? Fuck this, and they walked out. So, yeah. That's the secret story, and then they were just like, Witcher 3. CD Projekt Red, paid them off. I'm making this controversial story right now. There is no sources behind this, but they're dirty, filthy cheats, and they have more money than Sony, quite obviously. Didn't you know?
interruption. The interruption.
What?
Oh god, my mic.
Do I need to stop recording?
Down
Oh,
slightly.
okay. And after that that interruption right there, we are back. So best art direction. Now, so I argued for this game winning, and it won, and you all thought I was crazy. But I said last week, I was like, actually, for the beauty of the game, I think it will win. And it was Ori and the Blind Forest one over Arkham Knight, Bloodborne, Metal Gear Solid, and The Witcher 3. I agree, but then like we had the Dean's great quote, "I'd rather look at a desert." Yeah, but yeah, it's surprising. I'm not surprised whatsoever at that one. So I'm quite happy. I'm very content with that.
That's not in the game.
Best score and soundtrack. I win this point again for I totally called this for Standing on the Edge.
What did I say?
I don't care it won, so I was right. Shut up, I was right. I was right though, it won, so I'm not wrong. You probably agreed with me, to be honest. Because looking at the other games, yeah, the other games were Fallout 4, Halo 5 for some reason. Like, dude, I play Halo for the soundtrack. Fuck you. But yeah, but that's Ruby.
We played it.
Ori and the Blind Forest and The Witcher 3. To be honest, Ori has a great soundtrack as well. I've watched bits of it. I can't remember who playing it. I just remember watching it. And no, I haven't watched it because because I haven't played it because it's Xbox One. Is it on PC? Oh, okay. I might play it on PC at some point. So for best performance, now last week we said we think probably Mark Hamill's going to win because it's the Joker. Yeah, it's Mark Hamill and it's the Joker. I'm quite surprised that she won, but I'm very happy she won. The person who won it was the girl from Her Story. So yeah, I'm just very like I thought like yes, it was a great performance, but because it was such a niche game, she might not win. But so. It was nominated. It's one of those games that I thought was going to do like it was nominated for loads and it was a great game, but because it like it wasn't like topping Steam and stuff.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? I think if I went to most of my gaming friends and went, have you played Her Story?" They'd be like, "What?" Yeah, I know. But it was in a hard category against Ashley Birch's Chloe Price from Life is Strange, Camilla Luddington as Lara Croft in Rise of the Tomb Raider, and obviously we have Mark Hamill and Doug Cockle as Geralt in the Game of the Year, Witcher 3.
What one?
I was like, yeah. Game for Change, I am sorry, Undertale didn't win.
Which, spoiler alert,
it was Life is Strange. I don't know the story behind that. I've heard it's very good though. So
Life is Strange does it better.
Yeah.
I believe it's time traveling lesbians, as opposed to monster.
Cool.
Lesbians.
I'm now more excited to play that game.
It's straight people. Everybody's in that
So I'm very confused because the next category is best shooter. and the website I am on has not said who's won it. Give me 1 second as I try to find out who did. No, that's not. Like this, who am I reading this on? I'm actually reading this on GameSpot. I don't know why I expected anything else, but Best Shooter is not actually coming up with the results. Okay, so Best Shooter. Let's all be proud of this game destroying the likes of Black Ops, Destiny, Halo, and Star Wars. Your shooter of the year is Splatoon.
Get me to bring home Wii U.
Oh my god. Just bring your Wii U over. We'll get Aiden to bring his Wii U over. I'll go pick up Splatoon. So, I mean, she's not coming, but
Yeah.
she's got an exam the next day, so she can't.
Know what the next topic of this Bloodfest is.
But yeah, let's all be proud
Do you
that
like
it genuinely
pineapple on
won.
your pizzas?
I'm just very proud of the universe.
Yeah, same.
What?
But like, after the likes of, do you
The answer is, for me, no.
Autobots versus Decepticons?
I don't like pineapple that
Do
much,
you like
really.
pineapple on pizzas? I think the last American one was, do you like pizzas or burgers?
Do you like the pineapple? Sir, do you like the pineapple? Best fighting game. It was the most obvious winner. It was Mortal Kombat 10. I'm doing pretty well of guessing these, to be honest.
Which ones?
Also, first of all, you know how you like Nintendo shouldn't win because thing. They had 2 games up for best family game. 2. They had Mario Maker and Splatoon, which was fighting like they were against Yo, do you want to buy figures in Skylanders, Lego Dimensions, and Disney Infinity? Literally, the whole the best family thing was Yo, you want to buy figures? You can buy the Skylanders, you can buy the Lego, you can buy the Disney characters, or you can buy the Amiibos. Yeah, and oh my god, I'm getting my Shovel Knight amiibo next Friday. Yeah. So I don't think this one actually came up as a genre for us last week because we didn't debate it. But obviously, we're always going to say either Splatoon or Mario Maker. Which do you think won? Because it was Splatoon or Mario Maker. Yes.
Sunshine.
Yeah, I totally agree. Just like, even if it's not as good, like if we had a bad Mario, which we've had a bad Mario, then it's fair. Also, very proud of the universe, and I guessed it again for best sports and racing game.
I need to play that.
Rocket League.
Okay.
Take that, FIFA. And also, you do. You'll play it tomorrow. Best multiplayer. So I said Rocket League, right? Because I thought, like, genuinely, Rocket League is just amazing, and it's now already won 2 awards. So I thought, okay, you're gonna take this, and it could have easily. I was like, it could have easily gone to Black Ops or Halo, because it's
Yeah, Splatoon's
most people buy it for the multiplayer. The winner of best multiplayer is Splatoon.
It doesn't even have texture.
We're all very proud of you, Splatoon. Yeah.
What with the news?
So, most anticipated game What did you say was your vote?
Horizon
Most it was Horizon Zero Dawn, which is that that thing by the Killzone people where it's like the robot. Isn't that? Yes. Horizon Zero Dawn is the you're like mecha dinosaurs. I'm sure it's mecha dinosaurs.
I thought that No Man's Sky would win because it is the most overhyped
Yeah.
game of all time.
It was that, Quantum Break, No Man's Sky, The Last Guardian, and Uncharted 4.
You haven't played the first two, have you?
Yeah, it won. I thought it was going to win as well, but I just wanted it to be The Last Guardian because I really want to play that game. No, I have not, and I need to. But that game just has looked gorgeous, and I've been like, I saw it when it was like on the PlayStation 3 like demo thing, and I was just like, I want to play that because look at that giant chicken dog. Yeah, we totally should at some point. Esports Player of the Year, which we're not that bothered about, was Kenny S. Shrub. Well done, sir. Esports Team of the Year was Optic Gaming. Well done, guys. Yes, I have also, and we don't watch esports. Well, I don't unless it's fighting games or Hearthstone. Fair enough. Esports Game of the Year, I'm quite upset. I'm still upset that first of all Rocket League wasn't voted on that. But it's like a really obvious winner in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. But no offense, I just... It seems like an esport game that's been around for so long, it shouldn't win.
But not good esport games don't come
It should be like... I think this award shouldn't be an award, it should be like New Esport Game of the Year. I know. But it's like, there's just some games that, like, they're so big esport. Like, Rocket League, right? I'll do Rocket League as an example. And I can do Hearthstone as an example last year. Sorry. They were, like, games that came out, and then they were suddenly esport. Completely new esport scene. And, like, loads of people started watching them. Compare that to Dota or League of Legends or Counter-Strike. That of course thousands of people are still watching it, but thousands of people have always watched it, and there's always been this market for that in esports. So that's why I feel like it should be we'll give the award that's made the biggest impact that year. It's like going, okay, we're gonna have a best sports award, and football will win every single year.
Global Offensive is the third best-selling game on Steam, beat only by Fallout 4 and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. It took that long for it to be beaten. Currently, right now, yes. I'm not
Wait,
sure.
So you're telling me Rainbow Six Siege and Thingy are the two top-selling games on Steam ever? Forever?
Well, top sellers kind of mean the thing that's selling the most.
Oh! I thought you meant like the most copies ever sold on Steam. Not I just went out logged on Steam and looked at top sellers.
Oh, you're just bad at debates.
At the minute. Boo! That's my reply, sir. And I forgot to record match of the day. Oh my god, I'm so angry at who won Trending Gamer. The Trending Gamer. I'm just gonna put it there. Oh, that's annoying. I wanted to watch that. Trending Gamer of the Year was Greg Miller. Now, I believe that he won this game because of the controversy behind Metal Gear Solid 5, and that is it. Because he was like the only person who got it like a Let's Play copy stupidly early to just like sit there and just play the full game. And not have to have like people over the top of them. And first of all, TB still should have won. House Biscuit for life. Anywho, is there any more? Oh, Best Fan Creations went to Portal Stories Mel, which we said it should because it's like a full game. Isn't that what I think that is? Yeah. What else was there? Super Mario Maker e-reader levels, the real GTA 5 targets, and Twitch plays Dark Souls. Which we said Twitch plays Dark Souls because it's so damn funny, but just fair enough. So yeah, that's our game of the year. To be honest, I think there's not a lot we didn't agree with. So it's been not as bad as some of the Game of the Year awards.
It's not like hilarious. It's just like.
What was the laughter about there? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now news.
Okay. So I think it's overall not a bad Game of the Year selection there. That
Nope.
First of all, have you seen the like walkthrough trailer thingy of Far Cry Primal?
So
God, it looks like Far Cry. That's all I have to see on the thing. Mission accomplished. It is Far Cry, and it looks like there are like war chiefs, and yeah, it looks boring as shit, to be honest. There's like nothing. My friend was looking over my shoulder and went, "Why are you watching Far Cry 4?" Genuinely said that. And then he was like, "Why the fuck is there mammoths and like?" Yeah, that's what also quite annoyed me in the things like, "There's some mammoths. We can't kill them yet." That's how you sell your game. Show you me killing mammoths. So yeah, that was the thing that happened.
Most anticipated game of all time. Because Psychonauts, a game that I haven't completed, I haven't gotten very far in, but it's apparently very good.
Okay, have fun with that.
But I just can't get past the fact that it's super old. It's a game that came out in 2005 on Steam anyway.
Oh, can I tell you a funny moment from last night when we were in our local shopping centre? So we were in game and they were playing trailers on the big screen, as they do. And there was like massive mechs and like Dean was going, "Oh my god, that game looks absolutely amazing." And there was like light up swords and stuff, and he was like, "My god, I want to play that game." And I turned to Lucy and went, "That's Xenoblade, isn't it?" And then it came with Xenoblade Chronicles, and I went, "Wii U exclusive!" And Dean went, "No, it's not, it's another thing." I'm like, "Nope, Wii U exclusive." And then I took the Wii U section, like, made him look at it, and he's like, "I want to play that game." So, yeah, screw Dean for not owning a Wii U. I might buy it to spite him.
So I don't think you would actually like it that much. It does. Yes.
Okay. Just looks amazing. They're doing the advertising well. I see you know your judo well. Get your hands off my penis! God, I love that video. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? I showed my friend it and I was like, "Yo, I love the word succulent." And I was like, "You know what's nearly as good as succulent? Moist. I want a moist, succulent meal."
Because at the very end of the episode, you demanded it. So it was done because I am the mighty editor.
Yep.
Even I can't edit the next episode of Pokemon Sweet because you fucked up the sync.
It was done. Mighty editor, sir. We'll sort it. I believe in us.
The PlayStation Experience is currently going on.
Is there any other gaming news?
It's where PlayStation announces a bunch of stuff. Apparently they've announced
What the hell is that?
apparently a bunch of people are getting mad
Oh,
over the fact that
I've seen screenshots of
toothpaste.
Final Fantasy VII remastered. Oh my god, it looks gorgeous. Okay. All I've seen is Cloud's face and like genuinely like I'm like if I was a homosexual male, that I'm not, but if I
They
was,
also announced Ni no Kuni 2 apparently.
I can tell you now that is a very
She always
attractive looking man.
always had a weak link. Because it's the second one, so it wouldn't be the same. No.
Had a weak. She always had a weak heart. What?
They should. Why didn't they?
She's already dead.
Toonie says Aaron R. Brown.
I don't know. That game's too long to finish.
Or Aaron, I'm not sure. The English language confuses me.
Well, we're in this stage where of the year where there's like just everything. To be honest, there's loads of big releases, right? But there's not a lot of controversies. Like, I don't know why. I feel like we've come to this time in our lives where shit is coming out and we're not going, well, it's shit. We just like, well, we expected it to be
Apparently
shit.
it's not. Apparently it was.
Like, everyone shat on Unity last year. Just shat on it, right? And Syndicate is as shit.
From a gameplay standpoint,
But
glitches and stuff.
no, I've heard that, like, we had Dmon last week who has it and said it was shit, right? From both.
Fair enough.
And I've seen many, many glitches in that game. Like, it beats Fallout 4 in glitches. What night was it? There was a night this week where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start like searching them. Because I was watching something or other where there was like a ton of glitches in it. And I was thinking about that one glitch where like she was on the horse carriage and she keeps moving to the left and she like walks through a wall and the game just crashed. And I started searching them. There are so many glitches. The amount of times people have been like climbing up towers in that game and then just started walking on air.
But this one has a playable female.
You know that awkward like, I'm gonna walk away now.
So it's Ubisoft.
Yeah.
It's like that's one of the things that people complained about, right? So we just do that and all the problems will go away. Fuck off.
Says their marketing team.
Fairly angry.
Just give us money. How angry do you think you'd be if Ubisoft was put up for Developer of the Year? Also, did we ever talk about King getting bought? King got bought by Activision for $4 billion. King is worth the same amount as Star Wars. Let that just sink in for a minute.
And convince people that it's different every time.
Yeah. Well, it takes a lot of genius to rip off Star Trek. Oh, come at me! I don't believe that. I just wanted to piss people off.
I don't believe in hype. Not
Yeah.
really.
I've been getting so much more hype for the new Star Wars. Do you want to go see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think so, but then I was like, we're planning to go see it. And I was like, would David want to go see it? We need to book tickets, that's why. So I'm like,
I'm not.
we're going on a Friday
Star
night.
Wars fan.
Sure. I don't know if Robert's already booked the tickets, which is the problem. If he hasn't, do you want us to get your ticket as well? Fair enough. I didn't think you were, but then I'm like, it's Star Wars. Oh no, I've gone full hype mode this week. I've been walking around going, execute Order 66. Do you remember what Order 66 is? No, it's not. It's kill all Jedis. And then we've also been doing the unlimited power. Oh, and I've been reading all the fan theories and so hype. Also, couldn't stop laughing because I watched the trailer for what is that game? The game known as Battlefront. Battlefront has a trailer out, which is like this guy like going like, you know how that game is literally getting sold by? It's Star Wars, you. Literally, the whole trailer is these guys being like this guy being nostalgic at his childhood. Then a guy comes up with an X-wing behind him. He's like, and another X-wing appears. He's like, "Get him, bro!" And then Battlefront.
Yeah,
God damn it. Yeah, I'm not bothered at all. I love Battlefront 2, and that game looked shit. Yeah, I've also heard this. But yeah, with all the other better shooters that came out, I'm never gonna touch it. So yeah, they're gonna have their. It's probably still gonna make EA a lot of money, but it's just yeah. I have no doubt that it's gonna make a ton of money, and they're like gonna bring out a ton of DLC, and it's gonna make them loads of money, and then there's gonna be another one, and the other one might be better, might not be. We don't know, but yeah. Is there any actual other gaming news this week?
Day of the Tentacle Remastered. Day of the Tentacle Remastered. I think it's an old point and click game about aliens.
What Tentacle Remastered?
This trailer. It's another Double Fine game.
I have no idea what that game is.
Oh yeah, it's an old Double Fine adventure game about something. I don't care. But they're making a remake of it. Ratchet and Clank PS4 stage demo was made. It's so good.
Cool. I've never touched that series. Yeah, this is another conversation we had last night. So we were comparing Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank. What's the other thing that's very like Jak and Daxter? Mario, Sonic, Spyro, and Crash. Right? They all come under very similar, like, markets, if you get what I mean. And I was saying, I think in a childhood aspect, there was only so many of that type of games people actually played. And I was like, so in my experience, I played Mario, Sonic, Crash, and Spyro. That's why I never touched Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank, and also I put Banjo and Kazooie in there. I feel like because the amount of at the time of our childhood, they were all very very big game series, and there was a lot of those games coming out at one time, and you just couldn't go unless you were a very rich child, which none of us particularly were. You couldn't be buying all of the games that were coming out in those series every year. It wasn't a yearly thing, but they were coming out very quickly for all the platforms. And as children, we couldn't go buy games. I bet you probably buy more games now than you did when you were younger. Exactly. So
problem is, they're all very,
I
very
feel like
different.
there's only so many of those types of games when you're younger you actually got into. I know, but they're all into that like animated
Well, I mean, it's
cartoon
like
kind of
Crash
character
Bandicoot
that's
is
like
always for the same
targeted towards
audience.
more of a childish
Then,
market. Um,
except, well,
they
Mario,
they were
Sonic,
all used as kind of a
and
marketing tool. So
Crash.
like
Yeah,
they all kind of represented something. So
yeah, but considering that Jack and Daxter was made by the same
Crash
people
at the
as
time
Crash,
and Spyro.
and
Spyro was used a lot in
Ratchet
the
and Clank
PlayStation advertising with the
was
one.
were never
The,
icons for the PlayStation until like super recently.
but I feel like this is the thing, right?
They're rare,
Mario was
which
Nintendo,
was
Sonic was
Nintendo.
Sega, um,
They were
Banjo and Kazooie was
Banjo
the
Kazooie were
first
never
Naughty.
icons. They were
No,
just
did they
Nintendo
not know?
64.
They were rare. So they're the rare.
They were like the
They,
rare icons, but
hmm.
so was Donkey Kong.
Hmm. Well, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. That. Then you had
Jack and Daxter.
Spyro and Crash that were like very PlayStation One heavy, where then Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter were very PlayStation Two heavy. Like
Crash and Daxter.
if I think if you go like search the numbers, there'll be more like Crash and Daxter games and stuff for the PlayStation Two than Crash and Daxter. That needs to be a game. I would play it. I would play it. I would play any Crash. Give us Crash. Just even like a remaster of the first three on one disc. You know if they did like a HD for the PS4. Oh my god, it died in a second. And do the terrible save system as well. That was great, guys.
No, it's what Naughty Dog used to be called.
Is that James's software?
Okay, Jack and Daxter.
Oh.
Yeah, that was PlayStation. That started on PlayStation 2. There's a lot of silence.
Yeah. Just while you're searching this, I'm like, I think my hypothesis is very correct.
Yeah,
So I feel like.
yeah. I played
So
Rayman on it.
did you have a PlayStation One before you had a PlayStation Two when you were younger
Nah.
in your vicinity? Okay, that. Oh god, yeah, you put Rayman in the same category, but even though I think you,
So good.
yeah, Rayman was the animated cartoon character for
You
Ubisoft.
missed one of the reasons why I grew up
Dude,
to hate
there's
man.
always one at that time. Also,
Well,
fucking love
because I'll
Rayman.
be playing it.
God damn it.
Shut up.
Make more Rayman right now.
It's also one of the reasons why I hate platformers.
Why?
Also, Rayman has a terrible ending.
I think it's probably one of the reasons I love platformers. Dude, you know how we're doing episode 25 like finale of verses? What if I work out how to call the PlayStation 1 Crash Bash? Dude. I don't think I want to carry my PlayStation 1 over to Dean's. Should we wrap with the podcast so we can talk about all of our announcements and what's coming soon? So, we have... We'll do what's coming out this week and then we'll talk about the Versus finale. So, on this channel this week, we're going to have First of all, there's going to be an announcement video that comes out today, and we'll
Channel
just put this out
exists.
here anyway. It's whatever. The Hyperdimension Neptunia Let's Play is getting moved to. Yes. So
Yeah.
we will
because it's
put
just
out
a
announcements when that channel starts and when that comes out again. But that Let's Play is officially finished on this channel. So yes, but I feel like if you're going to continue doing those Let's Plays, they should be on that channel. So, and it's also mostly because we want to play other stuff on here. Desperately. So anyway, Pokemon Suite is still continuing, but will probably be more than it will be a bi-weekly thing, maybe. Just with grinding and stuff.
I wouldn't have to edit as much if you recorded
Maybe
correctly.
this week, depending on when we've recorded it and how much you have to edit, we are going to start a Xenoverse Let's Play, which we are actually...
I will, don't worry. I'll do more than
Well,
just set it up.
I'm playing it, but you can set it up on my Clara tomorrow.
You can't start a new game.
So, yes. Xenoverse Let's Play is definitely confirmed. We wanted to do this ages ago when Dmon bought it, but that game
has completed the same levels.
Yes, that game has a stupid system of if you want to make a new character, it has all the experience and moves of the previous character.
You could never do more than one. I think you
Yeah,
can delete
so
your save, probably.
does that mean I can never do a Let's Play of it? Or I might do that, to be honest, because I won't be developed into our character that much. So I might do that. Depends how much I like this game. Even though I'm probably gonna love it, it's Dragon Ball. And at some point when I get over to Demons, probably later, maybe it'll come out after when Sweet finishes, because Sweet's not gonna be stupidly long, which Xenoverse might be. We are gonna start an Undertale Let's Play because Dmon wants to play that game too much with me.
Yeah, if you got a new hard drive, I can just put it on there.
And it also might depend on when I get a new hard drive for Christmas. Because if I get a new hard drive, then it'll be fine anyway.
Whether or not we have the determination to
so that will also be coming out. So we at least know what our next 3 Let's Plays are going to be. So they are things that are happening. Versus, we are confirming it because Dmon keeps putting off playing me in this game, but I want to play it for some odd reason because I know he's probably going to destroy me. Is we are finally going to play Awesome North because I've been saying we want to play it for weeks, and that's mostly because why Versus got delayed for so long. I was ill and stuff, but yeah, so that's going to come out on Friday. The week after it'll be the same sort of stuff, Let's Play and podcast, but on the Friday it'll be episode 25 of Versus. Now, for Versus that week, we are going to record it live next Saturday the 12th, from a party at our friend Dean's. In that Versus episode, there will be a best of 3 games very similar to the first episode of Versus, but it is teams. So, we have Radiation Fred's Kagadan Aiden. That is his now full title. With Dmon, and I have Dean. So, we have not got the full game lineup, but we know we are having, so far we're having Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes and Cards Against Humanity. So, there will be a third game, even if it's like 2-0 after 2 games. There still will always be a third game. It will also be worth double points, because we had that 1 week where it was a draw, because of Five Nights at Freddy's. So it is double points. With the current lead of me winning, it might not even make a difference, double points. But if I'm winning 13-10 by that episode, I think you'd rather make it 13-12 to make it more reasonable. If it becomes 15-10, then get better, scrub. But anyway, on my channel, I shall hopefully get into Colonial Marines more. I didn't mod that. I can maybe do that tomorrow, because you're coming to mine at 11. And on my channel, I shall hopefully get into Colonial Marines more. I need to mod that. Because the guy who's watching that Let's Play is like, yo, mods. So, yeah, that might be a thing that happens. I'll play one of the things. It depends if we also record Katao Shoujo tomorrow. There might be one of them. There might be Isolation. It's the end of the year clear out Let's Plays. It all depends on what I feel like playing.
Good stuff.
So yeah, that's all the channels and that's all the updates for really till the end of the year. So yeah. So I think we can wrap up the podcast 1 hour and 1 minute in. So I'm gonna sort myself out, and I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. And I've been Mashable, and we are gonna say goodbye in 3, 2, 1.